Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to show you exactly how I optimize my Amazon pay-per-click campaigns step by step on the example of one of my products. You will learn how to change campaign budgets, bid placements, run search term reports to optimize for profit and also scale your campaigns. I will also optimize for lower ACOS. Let's jump straight to it. So to access Campaign Manager, when you are in Seller Central, you need to go to Advertising and Campaign Manager. Here you will see the tabs for campaigns, for portfolios, where you can make portfolios of several campaigns grouped together. You will see your drafts, budgets, products, targeting, so keywords targeting, your settings, and the history of changes. So when we scroll down here, you will see the campaign name. Here, the country, the status, is it delivering? I have now the active status filter enabled, which means that it shows only campaigns that are running. You can here put the filter by active status to show only the campaigns that are running. And the type of campaign, sponsored products, is it manual targeting or automatic targeting? The start date, end date, the budget for those campaigns, the number of clicks, click-through rate, spend, cost per click, the orders, the amount of sales, ACOS and ROAS. If you want, you can add some other columns, so click here to customize columns, and you can add some other columns here. But before touching any of that, I always ask myself, what is my goal? So it can be scaling or optimizing for profit. If it's scaling, I will be increasing bids, I will be increasing the budget, I will be launching new campaigns. And if I'm optimizing for profits, I will be lowering bids, I will be adding the negative keywords, I will be pausing some keywords, I will be lowering the bid by placement, or turning off the campaigns that are not profitable. Okay, so let's start with budgets. So here I see all my campaigns. And here I see the budget, the daily budget that I have set here. So if one campaign is performing really good, meaning that it has low ACOS and high ROAS, I might increase the budget. If I want to reduce the spend, I will lower the bids. I won't ever lower the budget. And if I want to increase the budget, I will increase the budget here per every campaign. If you want to decrease the budget, then you can just lower your bids. Okay, so for example here's the campaign. Let's scroll to ACOS. Here's the campaign, exact top selling. And this campaign has a really high ACOS of 230%. So this campaign has daily budget of $35. So I won't lower this budget to, for example, $20. Instead, I will lower the bids that these keywords have in this campaign to reduce the spend. So when do I increase the budgets? I increase the budgets whenever the performance is good. One important thing to note here is that I always look on the last week minus 1 day. So for example here, let's say today is the 1st of July. So I will look on the week from 22nd June to 29th June. So minus this 30th June, minus 1 day. So my target here is for my ACOS to be lower than 70%. You can have a different target. Maybe you are in a less competitive niche than I am. So maybe your target ACOS is like lower than 30% or lower than 40%. My target ACOS is lower than 70% right now. In the future, it might be lower than 50%. So for good performing campaigns, for example, here I have the campaign, product targeting exact and expanded. The ACOS is lower than 70%, it's 64%. And the budget here for the campaign is $35. So I like to increase the budget systematically. So I won't increase the budget like by $50 at once. I will increase the budget by $10 each week. So here, if it's doing good, I might increase the budget to $45. And then next week, if it's still doing good, I will increase the budget to $55. Okay, so we talked about the budgets for changing the budgets for the campaigns, increasing the budgets. Now let's move on to bid optimization, everyone's favorite topic. The best place to do it is to go to targeting tab here, okay? And in this targeting tab, I see all my keywords. All my keywords from all different campaigns, the ROAS, the cost per click, the bid, and everything else. ACOS and sales. So first, I have this filter turned on to show only the active campaigns and only active keywords. So you can filter here by target active status and campaign active status. Here, enabled. So I have those filters turned on. So you are not wasting time on the post keywords. So depending on your goal, scaling or optimizing, your changes may be different. So let's start with scaling. I will find profitable keywords with ACOS less than 70% and at least one sale. So to do that, I will go to ACOS, filter ACOS and less than 70%. Okay. And I will filter by sales, greater than 1. Okay, so I have those two keywords. These are actually from my product targeting campaigns. So these are actually my products that I target. So now I will check my cost per click for those two keywords, which is $2.75, and my bid is $2.70. And here my cost per click for the second one is $2.43 and my bid is $2.40. So I always increase the bid here if the cost per click is higher than the bid. So in this case it's higher, so I will increase the bid by 10 cents. I always increase the bid in small increments, so 10 cents or 20 cents. I don't make big changes to maintain efficiency. So in this case I will increase it by 10 cents. And the same here. You can do that using bulk actions if you have more keywords. So you can just click here and do the bulk actions, adjust the bids, and change it here whatever you want. Okay, now if I'm optimizing for profit, I will filter for keywords that are greater than 70 ACOS. So I will do that here. ACOS greater than 70%. And for those keywords, I will decrease the bid by 10 cents. So I will go here and I will decrease the bid by 10 cents. Now let's move on to keywords that are spending money but are not making sales. So I will filter by spend. In my case, it's bigger than $15 because I always aim here to put the value that's half of my product price, okay? So for me, it's around $15. So here spend greater than $50 and with the sales equals 0. So in this case, I have one keyword. The spend here was $19 and I didn't get any orders. So this is a keyword for a bid reduction or pausing. I first try to reduce the bid, and then if I see after 2 weeks, for example, that it's still spending a lot and it's not making orders, then I will just remove this keyword or add it as -1. One point here is you need to always check the click-through rate. Here, the click-through rate for me is 0.5%. If the click-through rate is high, for example 0.8% or 1% or even more, then I will consider leaving it because it might generate organic sales. Lower click-through rate, like below 0.5, might mean that people are just not interested. So I will gradually lower the bid here. So I will lower it by 10 cents. I will not make big cuts to avoid killing potential sales. Okay, so this is how you optimize your bids for particular keywords. Now we will move on to the bid by placement. So we'll go to Campaigns tab, and we will choose one of the campaigns. And we'll go to Bid Adjustments here. So we have different placements. There is top of search, first page, rest of search, and product pages. So top of search, it means that your ads are shown on the top of the first page. The rest of search, so anywhere lower. And the product pages are meaning that your ads are shown on the pages of your competitors, on the listings of your competitors. So I will see here how are these three placements doing, which one is doing the best. So I see that I have the order from the top of search and second order from the product pages. But here on the product pages ACOS is very, very high, and here on the top of search ACOS is low. So I will increase here the bid, usually by 30%, if the ACOS is low and if I have sales from it, to gain more visibility. So I will just put here 90. This means that I will pay up to 90% more per bid for this placement, top of search. This also here is the highest click-through rate for me. So for the placements that are not doing really, that are doing bad, I will usually decrease. If I have set previously the bid adjustment higher, I will now decrease it. I will do it also gradually. So I will do here, for example, 0 now, 0%. And if I had here, for example, 20%, I will decrease it to 10%. I will not decrease it to 0. I will do it gradually. Okay, so finally, search term reports. This is a place where you find keywords to launch for new campaigns, profitable keywords that you can launch in new campaigns, or you find keywords that you need to put as negative keywords in already existing campaigns because they are not performing good. To find the search term report, you go to here, Measurement and Reporting, Sponsored Ads Reports, and you here create a report. Sponsored product campaigns, report time search term and their period. So I always do this 1 week minus 1 day. So for showing you, I will just put this date. Here I just put the date that I'm running it for. And I will run the report. And it should be available in a second, so I will download it here. So here is the report. It has all the keywords and all the campaign here, and also all the spend, cost per click, impressions, ACOS, ROAS, and everything else. So first I will sort by ROAS descending to identify the profitable keywords. So let's put here ROAS, let's find ROAS here and put in a descending order. And I will just highlight those 5. I will just highlight those 5 keywords with my highest ROAS. Usually I like to have the ROAS above 2. So I will choose those keywords and I will click here, sell and fill. So I will just highlight it in green. So these are my profitable keywords for this week. One thing to note here, if you see a dash here, it's usually for the product targeting campaigns, meaning that there is no match type because this is a product targeting campaign. And if it's exact, it's an exact match. And also here you can see phrase match. Okay, so if I see here, for example, exact, right? I actually can do anything more because it's already in the exact type. But if I see that my top performing keywords are in the phrase type, then I can launch them as exact type, okay, in a new campaign. But let's say that you have a keyword that performed well and that has high ROAS, and you have it here in the phrase type, then you can launch it as exact in a new campaign. You will launch it with the bid equal to cost per click. So I will also here increase the decimal so I can see to 2 decimal places. So I will launch those keywords. If they are in the phrase type, I will launch them in exact type with the bid equaling to cost per click here. And I can lower it down later on, but I will just start with my bid equal to the cost per click I have here. Now I want to find the keywords that are spending money but not generating sales. So I will click here, organize and filter, and the spend is in column O, okay, and the orders are in column S. I put a filter here, column O, number greater than $15. You can search for the search terms that are spending higher if you have higher price product, or lower if you have lower price product. So for those 2 keywords that I have here, I spent for this one $28 and for this one $53. And what's the ACOS here? ACOS is 100%, 112 and 210, and ROAS is below 2. So you can also put a filter here with the column R, which is ROAS, number less than 2. Okay, so this will show you those keywords that have ROAS below 2. And here I only have 1 order from this. So if you spend more than $15 on those keywords and you have low ROAS and only like 1 order, then you can add them as negative ones. So I will just scroll here and I will see in which campaign I have those. So I can see my campaign name, so I'll go to these campaigns and I will add those keywords as negative ones. So I will show you, if you want to add a keyword as a negative one, you will just go to Campaign Manager, choose your campaign where you want to add the keyword as negative one. Here click negative keywords and add negative keyword, and you can just here put it as negative exact and add the keyword that you want and click save. So to summarize, increase budgets for well-performing campaigns. Change bids up or down depending on performance. Adjust bid placements to leverage top performance placements. And use search term reports to launch new profitable keywords or add keywords as negative ones to already existing campaigns. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what else you would like to learn so I can make videos around those topics. Thank you for watching. Bye!